Yeah, technically this is your first LIC game. How important is this one going to be to pick up?
Oh, it's extremely important. One of the team goals that we have is we want to be 3-time LIC champions. We won it outright 2 years ago, tied for the conference last year, and the goal is to win it again.
Yeah, and of course, got to get the first one. And what should we expect a little bit tonight? Are we going to continue to see some of that full court pressure that we saw over the weekend?
Maybe a little bit. We're really concerned about how our half-court defense is working right now, and we spent a lot of time on that over the last couple of days and making sure it's right and making sure all the girls are understanding where we want to be.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
In transition, her and Dunlap, and try to do our normal thing.
Yeah, and that goes right into my last question. You talked early in the year about how Tinsley Dunlap was growing into her role on this squad, and I feel like in that Edwards County game Saturday night, that was about the best I'd seen her play when it comes to just growing in and working into her role.
Yeah, she's getting better each and every day, getting more comfortable with the girls. She'd never really played much man-to-man before she came here, and she's really starting to pick it up and get in the right spots, and she's taken a couple charges for us over the last couple games, and then her just growing confidently on offense and seeing how everything works and learning how to play with the players that we have, and she's doing a great job.
All right, thank you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Coach Matt McCarty, great on the mic as always. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break, and we'll be right back.
At Wabash General Hospital, we're more than healthcare. We are part of the team. Our athletic trainers proudly serve 13 area high schools and 3 junior colleges, standing on the sidelines and in the AT rooms every day. From keeping our athletes healthy to helping them chase their dreams, we're here for every student athlete, every game, every step of the way, from injury to return to play. At Wabash General Hospital, caring for athletes is our game.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Prices are falling at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get up to $9,400 off a new Jeep Wrangler or a Ram 1500 with 0% financing and no pay for 90 days. Come in today or go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Your best deals are at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a Pacifica with $6,200 off MSRP or lease a Durango for $474 a month. See them for details and go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
The holidays are a busy time, and keeping track of your spending can be easier than you think. With F&B Mobile Banking, you can monitor your purchases, set spending limits, and receive real-time alerts.
All right, here we are, back ending the coach's pregame show, sponsored by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10th Avenue in Route 1 South. Next time you need a tow, call 263-3285. Here we are with the starting lineups in memory of co-founder of Mount Carmel Sports Boosters, H.D. White, and his wife, Helen. We'll start out for your usual suspects for the Mount Carmel Golden Aces. That's going to be Riley Hershey, Madeline Mann, Tinsley Dunlap, Evie Sellers, and Macy Randall. This is the lineup that got it done over the weekend in the Thanksgiving Turkey Tournament for the Aces. Then for the Marshall Lions, we're going to see, I got number 50. That's going to be Kylie Gustafson. And they're playing some.
The starting lineup for your Marshall at guard, a senior, number 14.
At guard, they've got a senior. That's number 14. That is going to be Maylee Heighton. Then another guard, it's a junior, number 32. That's going to be Harper Richardson. I think it's going to be a lot of guards on this squad for Marshall. That's what the Aces play a lot. And hopefully the Aces are going to be able to get some looks down low for Macy Randall early. That is Lynn Wilborn. She's number 2. Then another senior, number 24, Ella Mattis. She's going to be the 4th starter. And looking for the 5th one, looks to be number 50. That's going to be Kylie Gustafson. The Lions, I don't have a record for them or anything coming into tonight's game. Usually I'd be a little better about looking that up, but here we are. Tip-off's about to start, as those were the starting lineups in memory of co-founder of Mount Carmel Sports Boosters, H.D. White, and his wife, Helen. The Aces are going from right to left, as the Aces are wearing their black uniforms with maroon stripes and yellow trim, as the Lions wear white uniforms with red trim. Randall wins the tip, but knocks it right into the hands of Mattis. Mattis gets it over to Heighton. Heighton has her dribble guarded by Hershey. She skips it over to Wilborn. Wilborn down to Mattis. Mattis back to Wilborn. She chucks one up. That's going to be the first 2 points of the game for the Marshall Lions to make it 2-0. Hershey's going to bring it up the right side. Hershey looking for something. It looks to be a box and one on Macy Randall. Over to Dunlap. Dunlap over to Sellers. Sellers looking for somebody. Gets it up to Mann at the top of the key. Mann over to Hershey. Hershey steps into a 3. Short as Dunlap grabs it, goes back up. She misses that one, but she's fouled. Tinsley Dunlap going to get a look for 2 from the line. That foul is going to go on Kylie Gustafson. That's going to be her first. The importance of offensive rebounds. I feel like I talk about it during every game, but that's going to be a foul and a chance for 2 points off of a missed 3. She knocks in the first one. That's going to get the Aces their first points of the game with just under 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Dunlap misses the second one off back iron. Rebound Lions. They're going to push it up the floor, up to 32. Harper Richards, she's going to go up for the layup. Misses that. Rebound down to Randall. She chucks it up to Hershey, who's running the floor. She's looking for something. Shot fake. Gets it out to Sellers. Sellers puts up the 3. That's off back iron. Dunlap with another offensive rebound. Tinsley Dunlap sets her feet, looks at a shot, doesn't take it, gets it out to Hershey. Hershey bringing it up the floor over to Dunlap. Dunlap back to Mann. Mann down to Randall in the short corner, back to Hershey in the middle. One dribble, shot fake, gets it back out to Mann. Mann over to Dunlap. She sets her feet and fires. That's off the rim, no good. Rebound down to Lions. They're going to push it up the right side. Looks like Wellborn to bring it up. She's met by Mann. Tries to throw it across, tipped by Sellers. Mattis gets it. Mattis up to Heighton. She's going to drive in on Hershey. Kicks it down to Gustav. She's blocked by Sellers. Sellers with the board. She's going to chuck it over to Randall. Randall gets it over to Hershey. Hershey going to bring it up the floor. Riley Hershey chucks it up to Macy Randall. Macy Randall guarded by 2 defenders. Back out to Hershey. Hershey shot fake, gets to the mid-range, misses that one. Another rebound for Dunlap. Dunlap misses that. No good for the Aces. Back out to the Lions. Lions going to bring it up the floor, skip it across the court. Mattis has it, hands it back off to Heighton. Heighton for 3. Misses, but they're going to call her for the travel before. 6 minutes left. 2-1 Lions lead over the Aces. This is some quick-paced basketball. These teams are not afraid to run the floor and not get into very much set stuff. The Aces are going to set it up, though, on the left side. Hershey at the left wing. Dribbles across over to Mann. Mann down to Sellers. Sellers look for somebody back out to Mann. Mann to Hershey in the middle of the key, top of the key. Gets a screen from Randall. Looks at one, drives in, step back, mid-range, fouled, and one. Riley Hershey with a step back and one contested 3 for her first points of the night. That makes it 3-2. Aces in front. And the Lions had some troubles on the defensive glass. You got to think that if Hershey misses this, the Aces are going to be crashing the glass hard. She knocks it in to get the Aces a 2-point lead, make it 4-2, Aces in front. Heighton's going to bring it up the middle of the floor. She's met by Hershey. Heighton dribbling over to the left side now. Heighton looking for somebody. Gets it down to Richardson. Richardson to Mattis. Mattis back over to Wellborn. Wellborn back over to Gustafson. She throws it out of bounds. That's going to be Aces ball and the first turnover of the game. Inbound to Hershey. Riley Hershey bringing the ball up the floor. She's going to hand it off to Dunlap. Dunlap, one dribble. She's going to penetrate. She can't get there. Ball on the floor. Another turnover as the Lions looking to run the floor. They're skipping it. They're moving. Heighton, the twin-lace dribble, tries to work on Hershey. Step back, steps through, puts up a jumper. That's no good. Rebound down to Randall. Randall up to Hershey. Hershey up the right side. She's looking for something. Shot fake. Takes it in, puts it up. No good. It's going to be out of bounds. Should be Aces ball. Never mind. Out of bounds on the Aces. Going to be Lions ball. Just under 5 minutes, whereas the clock reads 4:59 as the Aces are in front 4-2. Bringing the ball up the floor looks to be Harper Richardson. Richardson to hand it off to Mattis. Has a hard time, but she gets it back over to Heighton. Heighton dribbles down, tries to throw the back door to Wellborn. She gets it out to Richardson. She's going to drive on Randall, dishes it down to Gustafson. That's a really good play from the Lions as they tie it up 4-4 with 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Riley Hershey to bring it up the left side. Hershey looking for something. She sets her feet, puts up a three. That's off the iron, no good. Lions gonna run. It's 2-on-1 against Hershey. Heighton stops, gets it down. Man gets a hand on it. Dunlapinson grabs it. She's gonna try to dribble up as she travels before she can go anywhere. Olivia Peach to check in for the Aces. She's going to get Madeline Mann. Heighton to inbound it. She's looking for somebody. Gets it over to Wellborn. She loses the ball. Hershey grabs it. Gets it up to Sellers. Sellers hands it back to Hershey. Hershey to push it up the floor. Hershey up the middle of the floor has Randall beside her and Sellers. Looking for something, gets a screen, never mind, gets it over to Sellers. Sellers for three, bang! Evie Sellers is a shooter as that makes the lead 7-4, Aces in front. Heighton has it on the right side. She dribbles down, gets inside, good move, makes the layup. It's 6-7. Hershey to bring it up the left side. She's met by two defenders, gets it over to Peach. Peach sets her feet and sees the three, makes the three. She now gets the Aces to double digits. 10-6, Aces lead with 3.5 left. They turn it over. Sellers gets it over to Randall. Randall up to Hershey. Hershey gonna bring it up the right side. Hershey stops, pops the mid-range, misses that one as Randall almost gets the offensive board as Heighton grabs it. She's gonna push it up the floor, followed by Peach. Puts up the layup, no good. Rebound down to Peach. Peach chucks it up to Dunlap. Dunlap, wide open layup, no good. Heighton to bring it up the floor on the left side. She gets it up to Mattis. Mattis trying to work on Sellers. Mattis doesn't have anything, kicks it back to Heighton. Heighton puts up the jumper, no good. As Evie Sellers comes down with the board, Hershey now to push. Hershey's gonna take it all the way to the rim. Hershey with her 5th points of the game. Aces now lead 12-6. Heighton to bring it up the left side. Hershey to meet her. Heighton gets the screen. Trying to work, stopped by Randall. That's gonna be Macy Randall's first foul. Checking in for the Lions going to be number 12, Addie Ross. She's going to get number 50, Kylie Gustafson. Now Madeline Mann to check back in. Doesn't get in time. They chuck it out to Richardson. She's going to take a couple dribbles, get over to Wellborn. She misses. Randall takes down the rebound. Now she's going to get to Hershey, and they're just going to set something up. Hershey gets a screen from Randall. Gets inside. Dushes it down to Dunlap. Dunlap gets that one to fall. She now has 3, as that's going to be a timeout for the Lions. Aces lead 14-6, as we'll be back in 30 seconds. Here we are back from that Country Financial agent Tia Morgan timeout as the Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard reads 14-6. Folks, it has been a running match as neither team has really sat down and set something up. It's 14-6 here as the Aces have benefited from it being a running match as they like to run the floor. Riley Hershey leads all scorers, though, right now with 5, as Peach, Dunlap, and Evie Sellers are all next behind her with 3. Aces have also already hit 2 threes, and it's been good for them. And for the Aces is Hershey, Mann, Peach, Sellers as Dunlap. They set up in that 2-2-1 press as the Lions get across half court. That's a turnover. That's a travel. Aces doing a great job defensively, as that was number 12, Addie Ross, that turned it over. Sellers to inbound it to Hershey. Hershey is going to bring it up the left side. Hershey gets a screen from Sellers, can't really use it, gets it over to Peach. Peach sets her feet for 3, that's cash. Olivia Peach now has 6 on 2 threes. Aces lead 17-6 with 1:45 left. They break the press, Aces setting a trap, that's out of bounds, Aces ball. The Aces are doing a great job defensively as they've held the Lions only to 6 so far. Sellers gets it into Peach is to bring it up the left side. Peach to get a screen from Sellers. Peach dribbles in, puts up the mid-range. That's off, no good. They're going to call an over the back on Tinsley Dunlap. They're going to send a sub in, and that's going to be Zoe Randall, probably to get Dunlap a break. To inbound the ball is going to be Maylee Heaton. She's going to bring it up, gets it back over to Richardson. Richardson chucks it up to Wellborn. Wellborn out in the air, passes it back, puts up a mid-range. She makes it. She now has 4. The score now is 17-8. Aces in front. Hershey behind the back, dribbles in, goes up through contact, no foul. That's going to be a Lions rebound. They're going to push up the floor. As now with the ball is going to be Hayton. She's going to put up a 3, misses that one. Rebound down to the Lions. Mattis is going to put up a mid-range now. That's no good. That's another rebound. Can't get it. Wellborn can't make it as Mann pulls down the board and Hershey up the right side. Hershey with the ball. They're going to set something up. Hershey on the right side, back over to Peach. Peach has hit 2 threes so far. She kicks it back to Mann. Mann a couple dribbles. Trying to work. She gets fouled by Abby Ross. That's going to be Abby Ross's first. It's going to be Marshall's second. So Marshall's going to bring in some substitutes, it looks like. Going to be number 15, Carson Johnson, number 20, Mackenzie Davis, and number 23, Kaiten Hilliard. Oh, I think there's one more. I think it's number 3, Abby Thompson. Aces to inbound it now. Sellers looking for somebody. She's just going to have to clear it out to Hershey. Hershey going to try to work on Heaton. She drives in. She's fouled. That's going to be her first. Lions now have 3 so far in the quarter, as they've got to be careful not to hit that 5 range, and the Aces is going to be shooting 2. Now checking in is number 21, Nia Engeldow. She gets Heaton. Into Randall, over to Hershey. Hershey back to Peach. Peach looking for Mann in the post, gets it back to Hershey. Hershey to drive, stops. Throws it. She tried to throw it off of it. Looks like Engeldow's leg as it ends up bouncing back off of her foot. And the Lions doing some more substituting as Heaton comes back in and number 32 Richardson checks back in. Aces still in the 2-2-1 press. They get it to Heaton in the middle. She's going to bring it up the middle of the floor, break it herself on the dribble, puts up the mid-range floater. She misses that one as the rebound's down Lions. Randall now has it. They're going to call a jump ball. That should be Aces ball. Riley Hershey to bring the ball up the left side, because they're going to call something. They're stopping the clock. As the Aces have a player who forgot to take off some jewelry. Zoe Randall to trigger it in. Aces have Randall, Hershey, Sellers, Mann, and Olivia Peach on the floor. There's 4.6 seconds, and it's 17-8 Aces lead. Hershey's going to take the last shot. She's going to work it in, puts up the layup. No call. That's going to be the end of the first quarter as the Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard reads 17-8 Aces in front. Give me a minute, please.
The holidays, all about togetherness. Which is why Subway is bringing all your holiday favorites together in one bite. Seasoned stuffing and sweet cranberry sauce, oven-roasted turkey, rotisserie-style chicken, and the Turhamkin. Introducing Subway's festive flavors. It's togetherness in a sandwich. Hurry to Subway, because unlike your guests, these subs won't stay too long. Festive flavors for a limited time only. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
We've got our Clark Griswolds out there, so we got the Christmas lights going up. So be careful, be mindful when you're up on the roof. There's power lines overhead, sometimes run over roofs or cleaning your gutters or anything like that. Be mindful of those power lines that are near or over the roofs or things that you're working on. To the Christmas displays, make sure that you use GFI receptacles on all outdoor displays for your protection and for protection of the kids around the house and everybody around too.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine...
Here we are back as the Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard reads 17-8, Aces in front. As we start this second quarter action, it's going to be Lions ball as the inbound. It's going to be Richardson. She's going to get it in to Hayton. Hayton to bring it up the middle of the floor, met by an Aces 1-2-2. Gives it over to Richardson. Richardson fouled by Sellers. I think that'll be Evie's first. It is. It'll be the Aces' third team foul of the game, first of the quarter. Once again, to trigger it in, it's going to be Richardson. She's going to try to get it into Heaton. Heaton to bring it up the middle of the floor. Heaton looking for somebody. Gets over to Mattis. Mattis can't get it to anybody. She has to get it to Gustafson. She kicks it back over to Heaton. Heaton trying to work on Dunlap. She takes it in. They're going to call a push on Tinsley Dunlap. That's going to be her second, and that'll probably be the end of her first half. Richardson to bring it up the floor. She's blocked, and that's pulled down by Randall. Randall gives it to Hershey. Hershey to bring it up the floor. Hershey over to Sellers in the corner. Sellers for three. She misses that one. Rebound down to the Lions. Richardson pulling it up the floor. Richardson over to Heaton. Heaton puts up the mid-range. She misses that one. Rebound down to Randall. Randall to push it up the floor. Gets it over to Hershey. Hershey dribbling up the floor. Hershey over to Sellers. Sellers back to Hershey. Hershey on the left side is Randall's going to try to get her a screen. Hershey kicks it to Sellers in the corner. Sellers sets her feet, fires for three, misses that one. Rebound down, jump ball that should be Ace's ball. Hershey to inbound the ball to Randall. Randall trying to do something. She's swarmed. They're going to call a foul. That's going to be the first on number 24, Ella Mattis. Sellers to inbound the ball. Sellers gets it into Zoe Randall. Zoe Randall over to Hershey. Hershey over to Sellers. Sellers doesn't have a look. Gets it back to Hershey. Hershey gets it into Randall. Randall puts it up. Can't get anything to fall. Heaton now to bring it up the right side. Heaton over to Richardson. Richardson. That's going to be fouled on Evie Sellers. That's going to be Evie Sellers' second. Richardson going to knock in the first of her 2 free throws. That's going to be the first points of this second quarter to make it 9-17. Aces still in front. Off the rebound, off the board, no good. That's going to be Wellborn with the rebound. She goes up, no good. She's going to shoot 2 now. Zoe Randall picks up her first foul. That should be the 3rd for the Aces in this quarter. Wellborn misses the first. Wellborn puts up the second, no good. Randall pulls down the board. Randall up to Hershey. Hershey to bring the ball up the floor. Hershey's fouled by Richardson. Now coming onto the floor is Addie Ross. Hershey's going to be the one to trigger it in. Hershey gets it over to Zoe Randall. Zoe Randall for 3. That's good. Aces now have 20. Never mind, that was only a 2. Aces at 19. Wellborn's going to get a wide open layup, and she's going to make it 19-11 now. Aces still in front. Hershey bringing the ball up the left side, gets a screen from Randall. Gets it over to Peach. Peach for 3. No good off the back of the iron. As now pushing up the floor is going to be Heaton. Heaton driving on Hershey, works in, misses that one. As rebound down to the Lions, his man forces the jump ball. It's going to stay Marshall ball. Heaton to trigger it in. Heaton gets it into Wellborn. She drives on Randall. She chucks one up. No good. Randall pulls down the board. Puts it on the floor. Gets it up to Hershey. Hershey on the right side. Hershey trying to bring it down the floor. Gets it over to Peach. Peach for 3. No good. Has rebound down to Zoe Randall. She puts it up. She's now got 4 points. Zoe Randall having herself a good night on varsity. This now 21-11. That Wellborn puts it up. She misses that one as Randall grabs the board. Macy Randall gets it up to Mann. Mann throws it up to Hershey on the left side. Hershey driving. Kicks it to Peach in the corner. Peach sets her feet for 3. Bang! Olivia Peach knocks in the 3. That's going to make it 24-11. Aces lead by 13. Heighton dribbling, guarded by Hershey. She's going to get a screen from Mattis. Heighton, couple dribbles, stops. She double dribbles, no call as they try to get it into Wellborn. Nothing. People on the floor as it's going to be Aces ball, jump ball. Now checking in for the Aces is going to be Evie Knapp. She's going to grab Madeline Mann. Checking in for the Lions is number 20, Mackenzie Davis. Hershey to bring it up the middle of the floor. Hershey looking for somebody. Gets a screen from Randall. Hershey over to Peach. Peach, one dribble, puts up the 3. No good as Randall grabs that one, goes back up and 1. Macy Randall with her first points of the game. That's going to be on number 24. That's Ella Mattis. That's going to be her second. Randall knocks in the free throw to make it 27-11. Aces lead by 16. Heighton brings it up, guarded by Hershey. Heighton stops, trying to work on Hershey. Pulls it back around, top of the key, throws it down. That a mid-range put up by number 20, Davis, as the rebound's pulled down by Knapp and knocked out of bounds. But it's going to stay Aces ball. Lions now setting up in a press. Knapp to trigger it in. Knapp to Randall. Randall up to Hershey on the left side. Hershey gets it to Randall, gets it back, stops, puts up the mid-range. That's no good as the ball's going to go out of bounds. That's going to go to Lions ball as it was last touched by Macy Randall. Richardson to bring it up the middle of the floor. Richardson to be met by Knapp. Richardson, take it in. She puts something up. No good. Randall pulls down the board, chucks it up to Riley Hershey. Riley Hershey to drive to the rim. She puts up the layup. That's good. Riley Hershey now has 7. 29-11. Aces still in front. Olivia Peach puts up the 3 after the Lions turnover. That's going to go out of bounds. Going to stay Lions ball. Or sorry, become Lions ball. Now checking in is going to be Addie Ross. She's going to go grab Mattis as she has 2 fouls already. Heaton to bring it up the floor. Addie Heaton hands it off to Richardson. Richardson over to Ross. Ross over to Heaton. She throws the back door to Wellborn. That's a really good play from the Lions. Now 29-13. Hershey to bring it up the middle of the floor. Hershey on the left side. Hershey hands it off to Zoe Randall. Back to Hershey in the corner. Hershey down to Macy Randall. Randall over to Knapp. Knapp puts up the layup. No good. Rebound down Macy Randall. Never mind. Evie Knapp as Hershey grabs it. Gets it out to Peach. Peach for another 3. That's cash. Olivia Peach now has 12 points all off 3-pointers. 32-13. Aces in front. Down to Wellborn. Wellborn working on Peach. She puts it up. That's going to be her, the first double-digit score of tonight's game with 10. 32-15 with 2:35 left on the clock. Hershey hands it over to Knapp. Knapp travels. That's going to be turnover on the Aces. Number 12, Addie Ross to trigger it in. She's going to get it to Heaton. Heaton to bring it up the middle of the floor. Heaton on the left side, trying to work on something, tries to get down to Wellborn. That's a turnover. Randall grabs it. Evie Knapp has it, now gets it to Peach. Peach is going to bring it up the floor with 2:15 left and set something up. Hershey's just going to take it all the way to the rim herself. They're going to call that foul on the floor. So that's going to be the 4th team foul of the quarter for the Lions. That foul's on number 12, Addie Ross. Peach to inbound it to Randall. Randall over to Peach. Hershey over to Peach. Peach for 3. Misses that one. It's pulled down by the Lions. Richardson to bring it up the floor. She's on the right side looking to figure something out. Gets it over to number 20, Davis. Davis over to Heaton. Heaton for 3. Banks it in. And that's going to cut this lead down to just 14 for the Aces. Hershey gets it to Randall. Hershey gets it back, stops, puts up the mid-range. No good. Rebound down, Olivia Peach. She's pushed by Heighton. They're going to call personal on her as Peach is going to go to the line as that's now the 5th team foul. Peach to put up the first one. She misses the first one. As Randall's going to be subbed out as Madeline Mann's going to come in. On the floor for the Aces with 1.5 left is Hershey, Mann, Peach, Randall, Zoe Randall, I should say, and Evie Knapp. Misses the second one. Rebound down Lions. They're going to chuck it up to Richardson on the left side. She gets it stolen by Mann. Mann to push it up the floor. She has Heaton behind her. She almost loses it. Gets it over to Hershey. Hershey puts up the layup. She makes that one. Hershey now has 9. They try to throw it up to Richardson quickly. They say it's tipped out by Mann. That's going to stay Lions ball. 34-18. Aces in front with 1:18 left on the clock. Heighton gets it in to number 15. That's Johnson. Johnson over to Richardson. Richardson over to Wellborn. She works on Mann, chucks one up. That's no good. Knapp pulls down the board. Knapp can't get it to anybody as she throws it out of bounds. It's going to be Lions ball. A minute now on the clock. Aces in front by 16. Heighton chucks it into Richardson. Richardson working on Peach. She's going to get it over to Heighton. Heighton going to try to work on Hershey. They're going to call an illegal screen on Richardson. Never mind. They're going to call a pushing foul on Evie Knapp. That's going to be the fifth team foul for the Aces, as it looks like Addie Ross is going to shoot 2. Aces are going to try to check in Macy Randall after this free throw. She makes the second one. That makes it 34-19. Aces still in front. Macy Randall checks in for the Aces. Just under a minute, Mann gets it into Zoe Randall. Zoe Randall chucks into Macy Randall. Macy Randall trying to chuck it over to Peach. Peach sets her feet, looks at a 3, doesn't take it, gets it over to Mann on the right side. Mann over to Hershey on the left. Hershey looking for a screen. Hershey over to Peach. Peach for 3. No good. Rebound down to Heighton. She's going to push it up the floor. She takes it in, misses the layup. Rebound down to Peach. Peach gets it stolen by Wellborn. Wellborn goes up. She's going to get another 2 points for the Aces. Or sorry, for the Lions. That's going to make it 34-21. Aces in front. Wellborn's going to have another trip to the free throw line, and she's going to get a chance in and 1. Under half a minute left now in the first half. Wellborn knocks in that free throw to make it 34-22. Aces in front. Mann gets it into Peach. Peach back to Mann. Mann over to Zoe Randall. Zoe Randall over to her sister Macy. Macy chucks it over to Olivia Peach. Peach on the right side. 20 seconds now. Peach over to Hershey. Hershey has it. Hershey looking to get the ball to somebody. Gets it to Zoe Randall. Randall has it 7 seconds. Into Macy Randall. Macy Randall is fouled by Richardson. That's her second. Macy Randall's going to get a trip to the line for 2. Knocks in the first. That's going to make it 35-21 or 22. Aces in front by 13. Randall knocks in the second one. 36-22. Aces in front as Knapp now comes back in for Randall. Aces set up in a man-to-man press to try to not let him get a shot. Wellborn chucks it up as Knapp knocks it out of bounds. That's going to make it a Lions ball on the baseline. They're now going to set something up quick to either get a post touch or something in the corner. Richardson running through. They look to try to get Wellborn cutting. They throw it to her. Mann knocks it away. That's going to be the end of the first half. Aces lead 36-22. We'll be back soon with a scoring summary and then some second half action.
Sights and sounds of the holidays fill the air of the Brubeck Arts Center Theater as the Wabash Valley Arts Council presents 2 special shows December 6th and 7th. On Saturday, December 6th, the WVC Strings and Choir perform songs of the season at 1:30 p.m. Then on Sunday, December 7th at 2 p.m., witness the enchanted scenes of The Nutcracker Ballet performed by the Children's Center for Dance based in Evansville. Ticket information available at 618-263-5164 or scan the QR codes on your screen.
Corporate America Family Credit Union. The Corporate America Family Credit Union at 1011 Oak Street in Mount Carmel is ready to serve you with the financial tools you need for your life's journey. Our staff consists of friends and neighbors from our community, here to serve you like family. We offer a full line of financial services, including new and used vehicle loans, home loans, checking and savings accounts, access to no surcharge ATMs, 24/7 account access, and more. Call or visit us today. Corporate America Family Credit Union, empowering financial success.
I chose Wabash Valley College because I didn't really know what I wanted to do right after high school, and today I can say it was the best decision that I could have made. When I was here, I had the chance to join different clubs and to take a couple different classes, and I really expanded on my interests. In my classes, I learned what I liked and I learned what I didn't like. So I did get to meet new friends. I joined a bunch of clubs, practiced some leadership skills, and kind of gradually grew into adulthood here, and so I'm very grateful for that. My name is Jonathan Leach. I graduated in 2013 from Wabash Valley College, and that's why this was the best decision for me.
The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head, or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
It's Christmas Uptown in Mount Carmel, Illinois on Friday, December 5th from 4 to 9 p.m. See Comet, a real live reindeer. Enjoy carriage, train, and Rudolph rides, or take the City Lights trolley tour. Visit with Santa and Mrs. Claus. All attractions are free. A dozen food trucks and over 30 vendors on the street. Visit us on Facebook or download the Christmas Uptown app at christmasuptown.com.
My name is Alexis Johnson. I'm from Brookston, Indiana, and I'm in the Physical Therapy Assistant Program at Wabash Valley College. Some of the hands-on activities we have in the Physical Therapy Assistant Program is we work on each other, getting that practice in the school setting, and then we also go to clinicals. We go out and work on actual patients with actual employees and just getting hands-on with your patients. After graduating, I plan on going back to my community, working in a hospital setting, maybe a nursing home, and just helping those people around me.
Teaching kids about money is an important step, and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
At Wabash General Hospital, we're more than healthcare. We are part of the team. Our athletic trainers proudly serve 13 area high schools and 3 junior colleges, standing on the sidelines and in the AT rooms every day. From keeping our athletes healthy to helping them chase their dreams, we're here for every student athlete, every game, every step of the way, from injury to return to play. At Wabash General Hospital, caring for athletes is our game.
Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new Ford F-150 up to $6,500 off MSRP. Or a Bronco for $499 for 36-month lease. Find your new vehicle at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Hi, I'm Tony. I graduated Wabash Valley College in Mount Carmel, and it was the best decision ever. It gave me the opportunity to go on the air almost immediately. Within about a week of starting the broadcasting program at Wabash Valley College, I was a DJ on 89.1 WVJC, and that on-air experience was invaluable to my future career and hiring potential.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Hello, we're back with the halftime show sponsored by Keep His Funeral Homes. They're located on 1500 North Cherry Street. We're just going to go through a quick scoring summary and get back to the halftime. They started out with the Marshall Lions. They're led in scoring by Lynn Wellborn. She has 13 points for the Lions. Addie Ross knocked in a free throw. Maylee Heighton has 5. She's knocked in a 2 and a 3. And Harper Richardson has 1 Kylie Gustafson has 2. Then for the Aces, Olivia Peach leads the Aces thus far with 12. She's made 4 threes all in the first half. Then Hershey has 9. Zoe Randall has 4. Tinsley Dunlap has 3. Macy Randall has 5. And Evie Sellers has 3. The Tim Phillips of J Investment scoreboard does read 36-22, Aces in front. It's been a quick one in this first half. It's going to be whoever can limit the turnovers, maximize on possessions, and keep the ball out of the other team's hands as much as possible. But we're going to be back in just a little bit to start the second half, so we'll be back. Then this concludes the Coach's Postgame Show, brought to you by Sean Morgan, not halftime show. Starts by Keepers Funeral Home, located on 1500 North Cherry Street. From the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel Basketball.
The holidays, all about togetherness. Which is why Subway is bringing all your holiday favorites together in one bite. Seasoned stuffing and sweet cranberry sauce, oven-roasted turkey, rotisserie-style chicken, and the Turhamkin. Introducing Subway's festive flavors. It's togetherness in a sandwich. Hurry to Subway, because unlike your guests, these subs won't stay too long. Festive flavors for a limited time only. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
We have a tendency to try to make everything into one outlet or try to plug everything we can in as your Christmas displays and your lights and stuff. Outlets are designed for generally 15 amps or less. So make sure that you don't overload those outlets. Don't try to plug more than 2 cords into them. There's only 2 spaces there for a reason. Try to make sure that you space those loads out through your house. Make sure that you don't overload individual outlets or circuits.
It's Christmas Uptown in Mount Carmel, Illinois on Friday, December 5th from 4 to 9 p.m. See Comet, a real live reindeer. Enjoy carriage, train, and Rudolph rides, or take the City Lights trolley tour. Visit with Santa and Mrs. Claus. All attractions are free. A dozen food trucks and over 30 vendors on the street. Visit us on Facebook or download the Christmas Uptown app at christmasuptown.com. Sights and sounds of the holidays fill the air of the Brubeck Arts Center Theater as the Wabash Valley Arts Council presents 2 special shows December 6th and 7th. On Saturday, December 6th, the WBC Strings and Choir perform songs of the season at 1:30 p.m. Then on Sunday, December 7th at 2 p.m., witness the enchanted scenes of The Nutcracker Ballet performed by the Children's Center for Dance based in Evansville. Ticket information available at 618-263-5164 or scan the QR codes on your screen.
As a faculty member, Wabash Valley College was the best decision ever. I have always been excited to return back to Wabash Valley as an employee to inspire students the way I was inspired when I went to school here. And what I love is the sense of community that I have with my coworkers and being able to provide that to our students.
Corporate America Family Credit Union at 1011 Oak Street in Mount Carmel is ready to serve you with the financial tools you need for your life's journey. Our staff consists of friends and neighbors from our community, here to serve you like family. We offer a full line of financial services, including new and used vehicle loans, home loans, checking and savings accounts, access to no surcharge ATMs, 24/7 account access, and more. Call or visit us today. Corporate America Family Credit Union, empowering financial success.
Here we are back for some second half action as the Lady Aces are in front 36-22 as the Tim Phillips of J Investment scoreboard reads. Once again, it's been a quick first half. We'll see if the pace can continue for either squad as it's been quick. I'll probably have to lose my scoring for a little while as I think I've lost my pencil. So we'll just announce. Heighton gets it over to Richardson. Richardson looking for somebody. Richardson down to Wellborn. Wellborn chucks one up. That's in. That's going to make it 36-24. It's cut down to 12. Hershey brings it up the right side. Hershey drives in, gets it down to Mann. Mann puts up the jumper. She makes it 38-24 as the quick pace continues. Heighton bring it up the middle of the floor. Heighton over to Richardson. Richardson trying to find somebody as she's guarded by Sellers. Gets it out to Gustafson. Gustafson tries to get to Mattis. It's tipped like Tinsley Dunlap. That's grabbed by Heighton. Dunlap dives for it, can't get there as she chucks it down to Wellborn. Wellborn back over to Richardson. Richardson drives in. They're going to call a foul on Evie Sellers. That's her third. Olivia Peach quick to check in for her. Now to inbound, it's going to be Mattis. Mattis gets it down to Wellborn. Wellborn puts it up, no good. That's going to be tipped around. Heighton grabs it, gets over to Mattis. Mattis back up to Richardson. Richardson over to Wellborn. Wellborn trying to work, can't throw it anywhere as Randall steals it. Hershey now to bring it up the left side. She's going to try to get back middle. Gets back middle, can't make, never mind, gets the score 40-24 with 6:45 left in the third quarter. They try to throw it up to Wellborn. Man anticipates that, steals it. Up to Hershey down the middle of the floor. She drives in, puts it up with the right hand off the glass, 42-24, Aces in front. Heighton up to Mattis. Mattis almost loses as Tinsley. Dunlap does a good job of tipping that out of bounds. It's going to stay Lions ball. Once again, Aces in front, 42-24, as the ball has went behind this mat that is guarding some basketball goals. As Hershey climbs up and around to go get the ball to continue play. Mattis triggered in for the Lions. Tries to get it to Wellborn, can't, gets it into Richardson. She misses, Dunlap pulls down the board. She throws it up to Hershey. Hershey to bring it up the left side, puts it up with the right hand, makes it. Aces now lead by 20 for the biggest lead of tonight's game. Heighton to bring it up the right side. Heighton to Gustafson. Heighton behind the back, dribbles in. She's going to be fouled on the floor by Olivia Peach. Heighton to inbound it for the Lions. Heighton tries to throw it off of Hershey's foot. That's going to go back out of bounds. Going to be Aces ball. 44-24 as the Tim Phillips J Investment scoreboard reads with just over 6 minutes left. Hershey to bring it up the right side. Hershey to Peach. Peach over to Dunlap at the top of the key. Now to Mann on the left side. Mann tries to get to Hershey, can't. Back over to Dunlap. Dunlap back to Peach. Peach, shot fake. Couple dribbles in. Brings it in, puts it up. No good as that's rebound down to Madeline Mann. Mann, one strong dribble, puts it up. They call a timeout on Coach Matt McCarty as he gets it because he saw her trap. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
The holidays are a busy time, and keeping track of your spending can be easier than you think. With F&B Mobile Banking, you can monitor your purchases, set spending limits, and receive real-time alerts all from your phone. Whether you're shopping local, traveling, or checking out online, managing your money is simple, secure, and stress-free. Getting started is easy. Download F&B Mobile Banking from the App Store or Google Play, or visit your nearest branch to learn more about staying on budget this season and beyond. Track your holiday spending with F&B and enjoy a little extra peace of mind this holiday season. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here we are back as the Tim Phillips of J Investment scoreboard reads 44-24. Aces ahead by 20 with 5:45 left on the clock after that Country Financial Agent TM Morgan timeout. Aces have done a very good job so far in the second half of extending this lead. Mann gets it into Hershey. Hershey's going to drive in, gets it back out to Dunlap. Dunlap dribbles in, stops, puts it up. No good as Mann with another rebound. It's going to be out of bounds off the Lions' feet. That's going to stay Aces ball. Hershey to trigger it in again. Hershey chucks it up to Randall. Randall, no good. Gets her own rebound. That's blocked. Peach goes to put it up. That's going to be a push. Sorry, not Peach. Hershey, she's going to be shooting two now as once again, Aces lead 44-24. As I finally found my pencil, I hope my scoring's going to be right later on, but I think Hershey is right around 15 points so far. She misses the first of 2 free throws. Hershey misses the second one as Randall pulls down the board. They're going to call a travel on Macy Randall. Heighten over to Richardson. Richardson on the right side, dribbles it in, gets it over to Wellborn. Wellborn over to Gustafson. Gustafson trying to get to somebody, down to Wellborn. Wellborn, one dribble, no good as Dunlap grabs the board. Dunlap's gonna get it over to Mann. Mann brings it up the middle of the floor. She's gonna look for Hershey. Hands the ball to Riley Hershey. Aces lead 44-24, 5 minutes left. Dunlap now gonna try to work in, back over to Hershey. Hershey chucks it down to Randall. Randall puts it up, no good, gets her own rebound, misses that one too. Mann now grabs the board. It's gonna be a jump ball. Gonna stay here with the Aces. Aces going from left to right now here in the second half. Just under 5 minutes, Aces lead 44-24. They try to get it to Randall, throw it into Dunlap. Dunlap puts it up, no good. As Gustafson pulls that one down, chucks it up to Wellborn. Wellborn chucks it up to Richardson. Richardson on the right side, back to Wellborn. Wellborn drives in, no good. That's gonna be out of bounds on the on the Aces. That's gonna stay Lions ball. Mattis to inbound it. Mattis looking for somebody, chucks it into Wellborn. Wellborn down to Gustafson. Gustafson trying to find somebody. Gets it over to Richardson. Richardson, one dribble, down to Heighten. Heighten drives in, can't get anywhere. Peach gets her first steal. Hershey to bring it up the floor. Hershey dribbles in the middle, gets it down to Dunlap. Dunlap with the reverse layup. That's in. 46-24. Aces lead by 22 with just under 4.5. Heighten to bring it up. She's met by Hershey. Heighten dribbles in, puts it up. That's good, and that cuts the lead to 20. Hershey to bring it up the floor and to be met by Heighten on the right side. Hershey trying to work on the baseline. Can't get anything. Tries to get down to Mann. Mann out to Dunlap. Dunlap drives in, kicks it out to Hershey. Hershey for three. Peach for three. She drains it. Olivia Peach now has 15, all from behind the arc. 3:45 left now. Aces lead by 23. Now the biggest lead of the game. Richardson's gonna drive. She's fouled by Randall. That's going to be out of bounds on the baseline for the Lions. Now coming in for the Lions is number 12, Addie Ross. Heighten to inbound it. Gets to Wellborn on the back door, no good. That's going to be rebound to Mattis, down to Wellborn, as that's going to make it 49-28. Aces still in front by 21. Hershey brings the ball up the floor. Hershey. Dribbling it over, gets it to Dunlap. Dunlap drives in, can't get anything. Gets it over to Randall. Randall back over to Dunlap. Dunlap stops, pops, misses that one off the backboard. Rebound down Lions. Wellborn to bring it up the floor. Wellborn tries to chuck it down to Richardson. She can't get anything. Mattis, she goes to put it up, and she's fouled by Zoe Randall. That's now the Aces' fourth team foul of this third quarter with just 3 minutes left. Woodcock checks in for Mann now. This will be Stella Woodcock's first action in tonight's game so far. Mattis puts up the second. She missed the first. That's off back iron. Rebound down to Heighten. Heighten drives in, is fouled, makes it. That's going to get the lead down to 18 for the Aces. 49-31 with just under 3 minutes now. Macy Randall is going to go get Zoe Randall. Heighten's going to miss the free throw as Woodcock goes and grabs the board. She's going to try to bring it up the left side. She's met by Richardson. Gets it down to Hershey. Hershey down to Randall. That's stolen by Maddox. Sloss is going to bring it up. Sorry, not Sloss. That's going to be Addie Ross to bring it up the floor as she misses. Wellborn gets the board. That's going to make it 49-33. Aces lead now cut to 16. Hershey puts it up the floor. Spins, kicks it out to Woodcock. Woodcock, one dribble from mid-range, misses that one as that's rebound down Peach. Peach back out to Woodcock. Woodcock gets it to Hershey. Hershey on the right side, going to get a screen here from Randall. Randall gives her the screen. Hershey drives in, dishes it to Randall. Randall could have been fouled, no call. Rebound Dunlap, back out to Peach. Peach for three, misses. Randall grabs the rebound. They're going to call a foul on number 2 Wellborn as Macy Randall puts up the free throw. Is going to be shooting 2. Checking in for Ross is number 15. That's sophomore Carson Johnson. Never mind, they called it on the floor, out of bounds, on the baseline. Hershey to trigger it in. Hershey chucks it up to Randall. Randall, shot fake, gets it back to Hershey. Hershey for 3. That's off the back iron, no good, as Dunlap runs and gets her third foul. Now shooting 2 on the other side is going to be the Lions. It's a physical one here at Marshall tonight as it's 49-33 with just under 2 minutes left. Heighton puts up the first of 2. She misses it off front iron. Heighton to put up the second one. That one's good as the Aces leads now cut to 15, 49-34. Hershey gets it into Randall. Hershey trying to cut. That's going to be taken away by the Lions. As Wellborn puts it up, she misses, gets her own rebound, and Randall picks up her third foul. (49-36) as this lead got all the way up to 23 at one point. It's now 13. Man to check in, probably going to get Macy Randall. Wellborn misses that board as Macy Randall falls on Knapp. Hope everybody's okay. Pete Hershey to drive in, gets it down to Woodcock. Woodcock puts up the mid-range, can't make that. Richardson has the ball. Richardson gets it over to Wellborn. Wellborn runs through Knapp as they're going to call a charge. They're going to give a warning to Marshall head coach. That's Michael Henry. Peach to inbound it. Peach throws into Hershey. Hershey trying to break the press with the dribble. They send a triple team at her. Gets it down to Mann. Mann, jab step, drives in mid-range. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound down the Lions. Richardson to bring it up the floor. Richardson over to Heighton. Heighton, one dribble, gets into the lane. She puts it up. That's good. Lead is now 11. Aces lead 49-38. Hershey chucks it over to Peach. Peach up to Woodcock. Woodcock over to Mann. Mann stops. They're going to set something up as Woodcock now gives it to Hershey. 49-38 with a minute left. Hershey going to get a screen from Mann. Hershey drives in, can't get anything, back out to Peach. Peach shot fake, 52 seconds left now. Hershey gets the screen from Mann. Hershey tries to drive in, step back out to Peach. Peach for 3, cash. Olivia Peach makes it 52-38. Aces lead by 14 with 40 seconds left. Heighton looking for something. She drives in, stops, gets it down to Wellborn. Wellborn, one dribble, puts up another layup. She cannot be stopped tonight. Peach to bring it up the left side. They send a trap at her, gets up to Man. Man tries to break it herself. Gets up to Woodcock. Woodcock now to Peach. Peach sets her feet for three. Off the backboard, no good as the rebound's out Mattis. As it's a 15 points now. Jump ball should be ace. Nope, gonna stay Lions ball. Aces are just gonna match up at half court, 52-40 with 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Richardson to bring it up. Richardson tries to get it to a cutting Heighton. She's gonna put it up, no good. Rebound Wellborn, as she's gonna be taking a trip to the line for two with 3 seconds left. Randall now checking in. They're gonna try to throw something deep down the court to her. Wellborn makes the first. Leads now 52-41. Wellborn has a chance to cut it to only 10. Wellborn misses the first, rebound down to Randall. Randall up to Hershey. Hershey from half court. She misses just long. The Tim Phillips at J Investment scoreboard is gonna read 52-41 heading in to the fourth quarter.
As a faculty member, Wabash Valley College was the best decision ever. I've always been excited to return back to Wabash Valley as an employee to inspire students the way I was inspired when I went to school here. And what I love is the sense of community that I have with my coworkers and being able to provide that to our students.
The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head? Or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person.
After this ad.
Prices are falling at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get up to $9,400.
Here we are back in the fourth quarter as the Tim Phillips at J Investment scoreboard reads 52-41, Aces in front. Evie Sellers is going to be on the floor alongside Madeline Mann, Macy Randall, Tinsley Dunlap, and Riley Hershey. They're going to chuck it down to Randall. Randall puts it up, no good, gets her own rebound, puts it up again, misses that one. She can't get it, puts it back up. She's going to get it on the third try, make it 54-41. Heighten up to Mattis. That's stole by Dunlap. Hershey's going to get a wide open layup. That's going to make it 56-41 with 7:40 left. Heighten throws up to Richardson. Richardson for three. She misses that one off the backboard as Mann is going to grab the board. That's jump ball. It's going to stay here on the Lions side. Heighten to trigger it in. Heighten throws it in. That's going to be a deep three for number 15. That was Carson Johnson as Tinsley Dunlap to bring it up the floor. She chucks it out to Randall. Randall over to Mann. Mann with 7:20 left on the clock. 56-54, Aces in front. Hershey going to get a high ball screen from Randall. Hershey drives in, stops, just chucks it into Randall. Randall is taken out by Richardson as Heighten's going to bring it up the floor. She chucks it over to Richardson. Richardson puts the ball up. Can't make that one. Rebound down Dunlap. Dunlap over to Hershey. Hershey to bring it up the floor. Hershey looking to get Randall down one-on-one. Randall fouled. She's going to go shoot two now. Macy Randall now shooting two with 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Randall knocks in the first one. Richardson to bring it up the right side. Richardson fouled by Mann now. It's going to stay Lions ball as it's going to be Johnson to inbound it to Heighton. Heighton to bring it up the middle of the floor. Heighton over to Richardson. Richardson gets it over to Jones. Heighton gets it down to Wellborn. She spins, puts it up, can't make it. Rebound down, Macy Randall. Heighton inbound it. 57-41, Aces in front. Heighton throws it in off Sellers' back. She's going to step in and get to 57-43 with 6.5 left. Hershey throws it up to Randall. They're going to call a foul. That's a foul on number 15, Carson Johnson. That's the first for the Lions this quarter. Sellers to inbound it. They're going to bring in Gustafson as she's going to get number 24, Ella Mattis. Now to bring it up is Riley Hershey. Hershey up the left side. Dribbles it around the bend. She's just going to take it herself, stops, chucks it down to Sellers. Sellers tries to get it to Mann. Sellers gets it back. As that ball's thrown out to Randall. Randall just hands it to Hershey. Aces have 6 minutes now. Hershey guarded closely by Heighton. She gets the screen from Dunlap, gets it over to Dunlap. Dunlap out to Sellers. Sellers for three. No good. Rebound down Lions. Heighton to bring it up the right side. Heighton dribbling, met by Hershey. She runs through Tinsley Dunlap. That's going to be a charge. That's going to be now the Lions' third team foul of the fourth quarter. Dunlap's going to be the one to trigger it in for the Aces. Dunlap gets it into Hershey. Hershey met by a double team. Gets over to Dunlap. Dunlap works it through. She's just going to dribble it up herself. She's going to take it all the way, gets over to Mann. Mann puts up the mid-range. That's cash. 59-43, Aces in front with 5.5. Heighton brings it up the right side. She gets a screen from Gustafson. Heighton over to Johnson. Johnson puts up the three. That's no good. Rebound down Randall. Randall up to Hershey. Hershey's going to try to push it up the right side. They're going to slow it down, whereas we have 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dunlap has it on the right side. Back down to Mann. Mann's just going to hold it. Mann over to Dunlap. Dunlap up to Hershey. Hershey guarded closely by Heighton on the left side. Hershey, couple dribbles back over to Mann at the top of the key. Mann at the Marshall logo. She gets it over to Sellers. Evie Sellers trying to work with the ball. Gets it over to Dunlap. Dunlap now has it. She picks up her dribble. Gets it down to Macy Randall. Randall hands it off to Hershey. Hershey takes it all the way in herself. She's fouled and one. Riley Hershey. 61-43 with 4:41 left. Aces in front by 18. And anybody watching on our YouTube stream, our camera is probably, hopefully not going to die during this fourth quarter, but if it does, we will be on WSJD with the rest of this game as it's 62-43, Aces in front, as there's a timeout. Sorry, Tim Phillips, Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan, timeout. Aces in front, 62-43. We'll be back from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
We've got our Clark Griswolds out there, so we got the Christmas lights going up. So be careful, be mindful when you're up on the roof. There's power lines overhead, sometimes run over roofs or cleaning your gutters or anything like that. Be mindful of those power lines that are near or over the roofs or things that you're working on. To the Christmas displays, make sure that you use GFI receptacles on all outdoor displays for your protection and for protection of the kids around the house and everybody around too.
Here we are back from that Country Financial Agent TM Morgan timeout as the Tim Phillips and J Investment scoreboard reads 62-43, Aces in front by 19 with just a little bit left in this fourth quarter. If I remember right, before we left, it was like 4:30 left on the clock, maybe just a little bit less. Aces had a really rough end of that third quarter. They came back strong to start the fourth, and they're going to try to make something happen and go win this game. Richardson's going to be the one to inbound it to Heighton. Aces in a 2-3 zone. Heighton over to Richardson. Aces are just going to try to slow them down. They try to chuck it over to Heighton. Heighton does get it. She's trying to work on something. Gets it over to Johnson. Johnson get back to Heighton as she's at the M. Johnson on this left side, back over to Heighton. Heighton, they've got to do something quick. She shoots one from the logo as Macy Randall pulls down the rebound. Randall, couple dribbles down to Peach. Peach to bring it up the floor. 4 minutes left here in this ball game. 62-43, Aces in front. Dunlap has it. Dunlap a couple dribbles. She's fouled. That's the 5th team foul. Aces going to the line to shoot 2. Dunlap knocks in the first to extend this lead to 20. Mattis is going to come in for number 50. That's Kyla Gustafson. Dunlap makes the second one, 64-43. Aces in front with just under 4. Richardson going to bring it up the floor. Richardson over to Wellborn. Wellborn puts up a 3. That's cash. 64-46. Hershey to bring it up the floor. 3:40 left as she gets a screen from Dunlap. Hershey's going to stop, chucks it down to Randall. Randall puts it up, no good, gets her own rebound, puts it up. She's fouled. Seems like the Marshall fans wanted a charge on Macy Randall, and she's now shooting 2 at the line. Knocks in the first, make it 65-46. Aces in front by 9. Randall knocks in the second. Aces once again lead by 20 as Richardson's going to inbound it to Heighton. Heighton to bring it up the middle of the floor. She's at the M. Aces still in a 2-3. Heighton trying to work on man. She can't. Heighton puts up a really tough mid-range as Randall pulls down the board. 3 minutes left for the Aces. Hershey's going to take her time to cross the timeline. Hershey drives in, kicks it out to Man. Man shot fake, smartly doesn't take it, does end up taking one. No good. Richardson pulls down the board. Looks like the Lions are going to empty their bench. Heighton to put up a 3. That's no good. Rebound down Wellborn. Man now has it. Man gets it up to Dunlap. Dunlap's going to bring it up. 2:45 left. Dunlap back to Hershey. Aces still lead by 20. Hershey over to Randall. Randall gets Hershey on the back door. Hershey, step back mid-range. That's no good. Rebound down to Dunlap. Dunlap puts it up. That's in. 68-46. Aces in front. Under 2.5 now to play. That's just going to be a Country Financial Agent TM Morgan timeout to get subs in. We aren't going to take a break here. We're going to keep it here. And as the Aces starters sit down, it stays 68-46, Aces in front. And if you're here on our stream on YouTube, we are currently left with 1 minute left on our camera, and there's 2.5 minutes left in the game. So we are going to cover as much as we can, and if we go, thank you for coming. Aces will hopefully win this game by somewhere in the 20 range, and yeah, 68-46 as we're leaving with 2.5 minutes left. Looks like the Lions are going to dribble it around the bend. They chuck it down. That's going to be a foul on the Aces. That should be number 11, Leia Lewis. Number 23, that's senior Caitlin Hilliard. She's going to be shooting 2 at the line. Hilliard to put up the first of 2. She doesn't hit anything and misses that one. Hilliard puts up the second. That's no good. Rebound down Ernest. Ernest is just going to try to take it up the floor herself. Hazel Ernest gets it over to Stella Woodcock with 1:45 left. Woodcock over to Lewis. Lewis at the top of the key. They're going to try to hold it as long as possible with 1:40 left. Ernest dribbles in, tries to get it out to Lewis. Lewis has it. She's going to take a couple dribbles in. She's going to pull it back out over to Woodcock. Woodcock's going to try to take it all the way to the rim, puts up a floater. No good. Rebound Ernest, but she's going to go over the back. Going to be Lions ball. Minute 28, 68-46. Aces in front as they're going to bring in number 33. That's Macy Glenn. She's going to get Leia Lewis. Number 21, that's Naya Engeldow. She's going to dribble it around. She tries to get to number 22. That's Lily Ross. She kicks it out to Engeldow now. She misses that one. Rebound down Knapp. Knapp dribbles it around. She's going to get it over to Woodcock. Stella Woodcock bringing it up. Under a minute now, 68-46, Aces in front. She hands it off to Ernest. Ernest dribbles in. She chucks one up from the elbow. No good. Rebound down to the Lions. That's going to be a jump shot from number 22. That was Lily Ross. Ross misses it. Rebound Woodcock. She turns it over. Ernest goes and gets it back. She steps out of bounds. Now coming back in is Leia Lewis. She's going to check in for Hazel Ernest. Now under 40 seconds, Aces in front by 22, as that's going to be missed by number 23, Caitlin Hilliard. She puts up another one. She's now going to have 2 more looks from the line. First one's up and off the front iron. Ernest comes back in for Knapp. Hilliard to put up the second. That's no good. Rebound down Riggs. Riggs up to Woodcock. Woodcock evades the trap. She's going to bring it up. She's now at the end. We're now under 30 seconds. Woodcock gets it back over to Lewis. Lewis hands it over to Ernest. Ernest travels. And that's going to be Lions ball, 68-46. Once again, this is the first LIC game that the Aces have played so far this year. And they're going to win this one handedly by 22. That's going to be an air ball from number 22, Lily Ross. That goes out of bounds. Hopefully the Aces just dribble this one out as they're up 22 with 9 seconds left. They don't even have to cross half court. They can just stand back there and dribble. They don't even have to cross half court. That should be the end of the game as your Mount Carmel Golden Aces win 68-46 in their first LIC bout of the year. Great game here for the Aces. I don't know if we'll be able to get to the coach's post-game show tonight. That's brought to you by Sean Morgan, Republican candidate for Wabash County Clerk. But I think we'll probably just wrap that one up there. Aces win 68-46 in a barn burner here in Marshall. We'll be back tomorrow night for the boys versus Marshall. And hopefully we won't have some of the technical difficulties that we had tonight. But once again, thank you. This is Max Gerlach. Thank you to Becca for running our stream tonight, Haley for running camera. And I didn't catch the name of who was working back at WSJD, but thank you to them too. And once again, see you tomorrow night.